Imagine for a moment a world where every soul is searching for something deeper, something real. In a society that often promises happiness but leaves us empty, many are looking for meaning, guidance, and peace. Today, I want to share with you a truth that has been transforming lives across the West. A faith that offers clarity, purpose, and connection in a world that desperately needs it. It's a faith that challenges the status quo and calls for something greater than material success, something eternal. So I invite you to open your heart and mind, and let's explore why Islam is changing lives, one soul at a time. In an age of rapid technological advancement, constant distractions, and increasing secularism, many individuals in the West are experiencing a deep spiritual void. While material success and freedom are widely accessible, these do not always lead to inner peace or lasting fulfillment. Islam offers a clear, purpose-driven framework that addresses the emotional and spiritual needs of the soul, not just the mind or body. This framework is grounded in the belief in one God, who is merciful, compassionate, and intimately involved in the life of every human being. One of the most appealing aspects of Islam is its emphasis on direct connection with the Creator. There are no intermediaries or elaborate rituals that separate the believer from God. Through 5 daily prayers, remembrance, and supplication, individuals build a personal relationship with Allah that offers comfort, guidance, and strength in the face of life's challenges. This spiritual structure creates a rhythm and order that many people find grounding and transformative. Islam's teachings also answer some of life's most profound questions with clarity and confidence. Who am I? Why am I here? What happens after I die? For seekers who have been disillusioned by relativism, conflicting ideologies, or superficial spirituality, Islam's message comes across as refreshingly direct and universally relevant. It doesn't demand blind faith but encourages reflection, reasoning, and the pursuit of knowledge. Moreover, the Quran speaks to the human heart with poetic beauty and divine wisdom. Its verses address justice, mercy, patience, love, and the struggles of the soul in a way that resonates across cultures and backgrounds. For many, encountering the Quran for the first time is not just informative, it's life-changing. This spiritual depth and authenticity are what draw thousands to Islam each year. One of the most significant contributors to the rapid growth of Islam in the West is the high rate of conversions. In countries like the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, thousands of individuals embrace Islam each year, with a substantial portion of them being women and African Americans. This trend reflects not just demographic change, but a deeper shift in personal values, identity, and belief systems. Many converts are drawn to Islam after years of exploring different philosophies, religions, or lifestyles. They often describe their journey as one of intense searching for truth, morality, and inner peace. For some, the structured way of life in Islam, with its focus on prayer, fasting, modesty, and community, provides a sense of clarity and discipline that they find missing elsewhere. Islam offers a comprehensive approach to life that balances spiritual, emotional, and physical needs in a cohesive system. For African Americans in particular, Islam has long been a source of empowerment, dignity, and resistance to systemic oppression. Islam's emphasis on equality before God and its rejection of racism resonate deeply with communities that have faced historical and ongoing injustice. Converts frequently speak about how Islam gives them a renewed sense of identity and purpose, free from societal labels or stereotypes. Women converting to Islam also highlight its appeal in terms of respect, modesty, and spiritual depth. Contrary to common misconceptions, many women find liberation in Islam's teachings, describing how it helps them reclaim control over their own bodies, minds, and faith journeys. They are often moved by the strong roles women play in Islamic history and the rights afforded to them centuries before modern feminist movements emerged. The consistent increase in conversions despite cultural challenges and public scrutiny demonstrates the powerful personal transformation that Islam continues to inspire across diverse Western populations. Another key factor behind the rapid expansion of Islam in the West is demographic growth, particularly through higher birth rates within Muslim families. Compared to other religious or secular groups, Muslim households tend to be larger, with more children on average. This natural population growth contributes steadily to the increasing number of Muslims in Western societies, even in the absence of significant conversion. In countries like France, Germany, the United Kingdom, and the United States, Muslim communities often include a younger population profile. Many Muslim immigrants and their descendants are in their childbearing years, leading to a rising birth rate that outpaces national averages. This demographic trend ensures that over time, Muslim populations will continue to expand through generational growth alone, regardless of external factors. Another element influencing this growth is the emphasis Islam places on family life. The family unit is central to Islamic teachings, which encourage marriage, parenting, and community values. Raising children with a sense of faith, moral grounding, and identity is seen as both a spiritual duty and a social priority. As a result, Muslim families are often more cohesive and focused on long-term stability, which supports sustained population increases. Migration patterns also play a supporting role in demographic growth. Many Muslims have moved to Western countries over the past few decades due to political instability, economic opportunity, or educational prospects. These immigrant populations often maintain strong ties to their cultural and religious roots, contributing to a vibrant and growing presence in urban and suburban areas alike. The combined effect of youthful populations, strong family values, and supportive community structures has created a natural momentum for growth. While conversion receives much attention, the demographic contribution is equally powerful in shaping the expanding landscape of Islam in the Western world. Globalization has played a significant role in the spread of Islam across the Western world by increasing access to information and breaking down cultural and geographical barriers. In today's interconnected world, people are no longer limited to learning about other religions through textbooks or secondhand opinions. With the internet, social media, podcasts, and online lectures, Islam is more accessible than ever to anyone with curiosity and an internet connection. One of the most influential factors in this exposure is the rise of Muslim scholars, speakers, and educators who use digital platforms to share Islamic teachings in clear, relatable, and engaging ways. Platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and podcasts allow people from different backgrounds to explore Islamic principles at their own pace, often in the privacy of their own homes. This form of self-guided learning empowers individuals to research, question, and reflect without external pressure. Additionally, interfaith dialogues, academic courses, and global events have opened the door for more open conversations about Islam. Universities and institutions in the West increasingly offer Islamic studies programs, giving students and researchers the chance to explore the religion academically and spiritually. These learning environments promote understanding and reduce the fear and prejudice that often stem from ignorance. Travel and migration have also expanded exposure to Islam. As more Muslims work, study, and settle in Western nations, they bring their culture and faith with them. Neighbors, classmates, and co-workers of different backgrounds are exposed to Islamic customs and values in everyday settings, leading to more authentic impressions and personal connections. Furthermore, popular media, despite its flaws, has started to include more Muslim characters, stories, and narratives, some of which portray Muslims in a more humanized and accurate light. These shifts in media representation contribute to a broader and deeper interest in Islam among Western audiences. In many Western societies, secularism has become the dominant worldview, emphasizing individual freedom, scientific progress, and material success while often sidelining religion and spirituality. While this shift has provided certain liberties and social advancements, it has also led to a growing sense of emptiness and disconnection for many people. As traditional religious institutions decline and secular lifestyles become more common, a rising number of individuals are questioning whether secularism can truly fulfill their deeper emotional and spiritual needs. This disillusionment is particularly evident among younger generations who have grown up in societies that promote self-expression, consumerism, and independence, but often lack a cohesive moral framework or sense of higher purpose. Many feel lost in a culture that encourages instant gratification but offers little guidance for long-term inner peace or ethical direction. As a result, they begin to seek alternatives, something that speaks to the heart as much as the mind. Islam presents itself as a comprehensive and consistent way of life that goes beyond spirituality and isolation. It offers purpose through submission to God, moral clarity through divine commandments, and community through shared beliefs and values. For individuals disillusioned by the instability of modern ideologies, Islam's clear principles and timeless teachings stand out as a source of stability and direction. Moreover, Islam does not separate faith from daily life. Its teachings encompass everything from personal character to social responsibility, economics to family life. This holistic approach is attractive to people looking for meaning that permeates all aspects of existence, rather than a belief system that only surfaces on weekends or special holidays. As more people in the West confront the limitations of a secular worldview, many turn to Islam seeking answers to life's bigger questions, discovering in its message a deep resonance with their internal longing for truth, order, and connection with the divine. Despite widespread stereotypes and negative portrayals in mainstream media, Islam continues to grow rapidly in the West. This growth is not happening in silence or comfort. It's unfolding in an environment where Muslims often face suspicion, discrimination, and misunderstanding. Yet, it is precisely this adversity that leads many people to explore Islam more deeply for themselves, challenging the dominant narratives they've been fed. In many Western countries, Islam is frequently associated with extremism or conflict due to biased news coverage and political rhetoric. However, these portrayals rarely reflect the lived experiences of everyday Muslims, who demonstrate kindness, discipline, generosity, and a deep commitment to peace and justice. When non-Muslims encounter the reality of Muslim life, whether through friendships, community service, or social media, they often see a completely different picture than what they expected. Curiosity sparked by controversy can lead to deeper investigation. Many converts to Islam say that their journey began after hearing something negative about the religion. Instead of accepting surface-level opinions, they researched Islamic teachings directly by reading the Quran, attending mosque open houses, or engaging with Muslims online. What they found was often surprising: a religion based on mercy, compassion, and profound spiritual wisdom. Muslims in the West have also become more proactive in telling their own stories. Through blogs, videos, lectures, and community outreach, they are reclaiming the narrative and presenting Islam in its authentic form. This resilience in the face of misrepresentation not only strengthens the faith of existing Muslims, but also draws in those seeking clarity and truth. Rather than weakening the appeal of Islam, stereotypes and misinformation often have the opposite effect, motivating people to seek the truth for themselves and uncovering the strength, peace, and purpose that Islam provides in real life. Islam's deep commitment to social justice and equality is a major reason why many in the West are drawn to the faith. In a world where people increasingly question systems of inequality, racism, and economic exploitation, Islam presents a framework that prioritizes fairness, human dignity, and responsibility to others. These values resonate especially with those who are socially conscious and seeking a moral foundation for activism and reform. From its earliest teachings, Islam has emphasized the importance of justice as a divine command. The Quran repeatedly calls believers to stand firmly for justice, even if it is against themselves or their own families. This principle of accountability appeals to individuals who are frustrated with corruption, double standards, and moral compromise in modern institutions. They see in Islam a call to integrity, humility, and service. Equality is another core aspect that draws attention. Islam teaches that all human beings are created equal in the eyes of God, regardless of race, ethnicity, or social status. This message has long resonated with marginalized communities, particularly African Americans, who have historically turned to Islam as a path to reclaim dignity and empowerment in the face of systemic oppression. The religion's rejection of racism and emphasis on unity continue to attract those seeking a sense of belonging and justice. Zakat, or obligatory charity, is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and illustrates how deeply the faith is rooted in social responsibility. Muslims are required to give a portion of their wealth to help the poor and needy, reinforcing a culture of compassion and economic equity. This practice of structured charity aligns with modern ideals of fairness and collective responsibility. For many, Islam's unwavering stance on justice and its built-in systems for promoting equality offer a practical and spiritual alternative to the injustices seen in contemporary society. One of the most powerful and appealing aspects of Islam, especially to those in the West, is its strong sense of brotherhood and community, known as the Ummah. In a time when many individuals feel isolated, disconnected, or alienated in modern Western society, the collective spirit found in Islam provides a sense of belonging that is both emotional and spiritual. The concept of Ummah goes beyond simply being part of a religious group. It represents a global family that transcends race, nationality, and social class. When someone becomes a Muslim, they are immediately embraced as a brother or sister in faith by millions around the world. This creates a deep sense of identity and solidarity that many find comforting and empowering, especially in societies where individualism often dominates. Muslim communities in the West are known for their support networks, hospitality, and compassion toward one another. Whether it's through local mosques, community centers, or even online platforms, Muslims often come together to pray, break fast, celebrate religious holidays, and help one another in times of need. This communal lifestyle fosters a deep connection that combats the loneliness and isolation many people experience in fast-paced, competitive environments. Friday prayers, Ramadan iftars, and Eid celebrations are not just rituals. They are vibrant, collective experiences that build bonds and reinforce the values of unity, care, and shared responsibility. Converts to Islam frequently mention how welcomed and supported they feel when entering the community, often describing it as finding a new family. The unity of the Ummah is also reflected in the global concerns shared by Muslims, from charitable efforts to humanitarian causes. This collective consciousness and commitment to the well-being of others offer a meaningful alternative to the individual-centered mindset prevalent in many Western cultures. Islam provides a clear, structured lifestyle that appeals to many people in the West who are seeking stability, purpose, and discipline in their daily lives. In a world where routines can feel chaotic and distractions are constant, the order and consistency that Islam offers can be both grounding and transformative. The foundation of this structure lies in the 5 pillars of Islam, which serve as daily and lifelong practices that guide a Muslim's actions and mindset. The 5 daily prayers, for example, create a rhythm that breaks up the day with moments of reflection, gratitude, and spiritual connection. This routine fosters mindfulness, time management, and a sense of accountability, offering a peaceful counterbalance to the often hectic pace of modern life. Fasting during the month of Ramadan teaches self-control, patience, and empathy for those less fortunate. It's not just about abstaining from food and drink, but about developing a higher level of spiritual awareness and personal discipline. For many people who feel lost in a culture of instant gratification, this experience becomes a powerful reminder of inner strength and purpose. Islam also offers guidelines for personal behavior, cleanliness, diet, financial dealings, and family responsibilities. These teachings provide clear boundaries that help people make ethical decisions and live intentionally. This level of structure is often appreciated by individuals who feel overwhelmed by too many choices or the lack of moral clarity in secular societies. For new Muslims and lifelong believers alike, the consistency of Islamic practices creates a sense of peace and stability. The religion doesn't just tell people what to believe, it shows them how to live. This daily discipline strengthens both the body and the soul and gives believers a constant sense of direction, reminding them of their connection to God and their responsibilities to themselves and others. The influence of prominent converts to Islam plays a significant role in the growth of the religion in the West. When public figures from various fields, whether in entertainment, sports, politics, or intellectual circles, embrace Islam, It often sparks curiosity and shifts public perception. These well-known individuals serve as powerful examples of how Islam can resonate with people from all walks of life, challenging stereotypes and demonstrating the diverse appeal of the faith. For instance, athletes like Muhammad Ali and basketball player Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who embraced Islam, are not only admired for their sportsmanship but also for their courage in standing up for their beliefs. Their conversions helped to humanize Islam in the eyes of many and made the faith seem more accessible, especially to younger generations. Their personal stories of transformation and devotion have inspired countless others to explore the religion. Likewise, intellectuals and activists, such as Malcolm X, have also had a profound impact on the way Islam is viewed in the West. Malcolm X's journey, from a life of struggle and disillusionment to his embrace of Islam and his eventual pilgrimage to Mecca, demonstrated a powerful message of redemption, equality, and self-discovery. His conversion brought awareness to the social justice aspects of Islam and highlighted the religion's strong commitment to human dignity and equality, which continues to resonate with marginalized communities today. Through these prominent converts, Islam has been presented as a faith that offers not only spiritual fulfillment, but also personal transformation and empowerment. Their stories break down the barriers of misunderstanding and showcase the universal relevance of Islamic teachings in addressing the challenges of modern life. Their influence continues to spark interest and inspire others to learn more about Islam, contributing to its steady growth in the West. The rapid growth of Islam in the West can be attributed to a combination of powerful factors, including its authentic spiritual appeal, high conversion rates, demographic growth, globalization, and the resilience of its followers in the face of challenges. Islam's emphasis on social justice, equality, and community, coupled with its structured lifestyle, offers a meaningful alternative to the emptiness many feel in secular societies. The influence of prominent converts further demonstrates that Islam's message resonates deeply across diverse backgrounds. As more individuals seek truth and purpose, Islam continues to inspire and transform lives in the West. Thank you all for your time and attention today. May you continue to seek knowledge, embrace understanding, and always be open to discovering new truths. I wish you all the best on your personal journeys, and may you find peace and clarity in whatever path you choose. Good luck, and thank you once again.